I see my parents and I see my grandparents living in the same house that they have for 70 years. And I'm just like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But they are always like, save your money, save your money, save your money. And then you can enjoy it when you retire.
It's a big change because we have great conversations and great meetings in that house. So it has become like I don't want to call it a sanctuary, but it's something unique. I don't know how to explain.
Don't just upgrade your life. Don't just buy a Louis Vuitton. Don't just buy a Mercedes-Benz because you think it looks cool and like it's going to make you feel some type of way. Like there has to be a greater purpose and reasoning behind the upgrade. Live lean or ball out? When is the best time to upgrade your life? This is a question that we recently asked one of our mentors because we felt like we had been living lean for so long and we weren't seeing the fruits of all the hard work and of our labor. And we were like, hey, when should we I don't know, buy a new car or get some nicer clothes or whatever? We weren't rewarding ourselves. And that was starting to show through and we were starting to feel that. And so this is back earlier this year, 2025. We were debating if it was time to do like a major upgrade in our lives. And we were still under this idea of like, no, let's keep grinding. Let's keep just living lean and we can still make a lot of money and save money and invest and whatever. But we were, I think, unhappy with how hard we were working and not seeing any reward for our hard work. And maybe you can talk about this too. As a female, I think, obviously I want security. I want to make sure that we're like covered and comfortable, but I also want to live the best life that I can. I see my parents and I see my grandparents living in the same house that they have for 70 years. And I'm just like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But they are always like, save your money, save your money, save your money. And then you can enjoy it when you retire. And I'm seeing my grandfather who's 93 years old and still has 2 jobs. And I'm like, he loves that. And that's like what he enjoys. But I feel like he hasn't fully enjoyed all of the money that he's made in his life because he's still in this like save, 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 and then enjoy your life. Me and you are like, I don't want to wait until I'm 65 to go fly to Europe or to take my kids on a cruise or whatever. Like, why can't we save, make money now, but also enjoy and have vacation and have nice things? Why can't it be both? Why does it have to be this idea of either or? So when we asked this question to our mentor, this is exactly what she said. She finds that the hardest, like most crazy obsessive entrepreneurs will live lean, but like to a fault. So you might be making $1 million or $2 million a year, but you're still driving a 1990 Acura TL, whatever. And she's like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not having a car payment. But sometimes you'll start to feel like incongruent of, okay, I'm making this money, I'm doing well, I feel successful, but I don't actually feel it. Like I'm not living that. Like I'm still wearing the same clothes I did in high school. I'm still wearing the same underwear I was in high school. I'm still living in an apartment that I don't necessarily want to live in. So we had to ask that question of when is a good time? And the truth is like, it's going to depend on what you want in your life and the upgrades you want to make and how much you want to spend monthly and how much you're comfortable with. But for us, it was just time and everything fell into place at the right time for us to upgrade. And that major upgrade that we made was a new house and land and just a bigger space for us. And it just so happened that when we got approved for the loan for this new house, I found out I was pregnant again. And I just think that when you'll know it's the right time to upgrade your life, kind of when everything falls into place. Do you want to add anything to that subject?
Oh, sure. It comes basically to like it's personal in that aspect because I didn't want to upgrade. Like I don't care about having fancy stuff. Like I wear my black shirt every day and I'm cool with it. Like I don't care about upgrading. But I changed my perspective with what impact can you make. And when we upgraded from a house, I didn't want to do that. It was a humble single family house that we were kind of ashamed of inviting people over because it was not in a great condition. Fine. But now that we move, literally every single month, a student has come or someone has come and stayed with us. And it's a big change because we have great conversations and great meetings in that house. So it has become like I don't want to call it a sanctuary, but it's just it's something unique. I don't know how to explain it, but the
Mhm.
conversations that we've had and visions with other people, it has made an impact on their life.
Mhm.
So with that, I'm happy. I'm happy that, the conversations that we've had in that house and about the house
Mhm.
is made an impact on their life.
I think that's the coolest part is like, yes, as much as I wanted to upgrade, and for the record, I don't care about nice things like I'm not driving a BMW or whatever, and I don't have a Louis Vuitton. I don't care about material things like that, but I care about like an experience that we can create. And with this house, one of our friends called it our vision house. Like when I first showed her, I was like, this is a house we're looking at buying. She was like, the house isn't for you. The house isn't for you and your family. It is, but it isn't. It's about the impact that you can make in other
Hmm.
students' lives and other partners, other chiropractors that you're going to potentially partner with and create amazing lives. Like that's what the house is
Yeah,
for.
because we had a quarterly training there. Students have come and stay with us. Partners have come and stay with us.
Hmm.
And tomorrow is actually a pretty special moment because tomorrow I have a bunch of group of guys from around town that are coming to work out, and we're gonna do a men's Bible study and then work out.
Hmm.
So it's kind of cool. I had that vision every time about like, men have to be leader of the family, and I just see that we're not taking care of ourselves. So how can we like be congruent with everything,
Hmm.
and this is not related to victory or anything, but it's just kind of nice that we're getting a bunch of guys together,
Yep.
to do men's stuff.
And it's not about like it's not an amazing like mansion house or whatever. It's a pretty. I mean, it's a big house, but it's a pretty humble as far as like material house. But it's like the space and the oasis that we've created. It's like there's something so peaceful about going to the backyard and just sitting there and like listening to a podcast or doing a devotional outside. I physically feel different. Like I am very happy. I'm very I'll say like content and just like satisfied. I feel very fulfilled in this house.
Hmm.
And it's not that it's the house that made that, but it's the decision that we decided to do to level up our
Yeah.
lives so that we could create bigger impact that has made all the difference. And maybe we wouldn't have stayed like stuck, so to speak, in our old house, but I think it would have probably hindered some growth in our outside like business world by staying stuck in our personal lives. And so for us, it was just like, this is the right moment. And everything else has really taken off since we'd made this one decision. Our mortgage has literally like tripled, if not more. But how much better are all of the clinics doing and succeeding from like a financial standpoint? Yes, but also just from like energy levels. Like I feel so different being in this house than we were in the last house. I now have space for both of our babies to run around and have their own rooms and their own like play area. Like it's just such a cool feeling to not only leave a legacy for our family, but for other families as
Hmm.
well. And that's what the whole idea of this like, don't just upgrade your life. Don't just buy a Louis Vuitton. Don't just buy a Mercedes Benz because you think it looks cool and like it's going to make you feel some type of way. Like there has to be a greater purpose and reasoning behind the upgrade. And for us, that's what it was for the house. But to that point, I also wanted to speak on your truck that you bought back in 2022, the Tundra, which was your dream car. Yes, his dream car is a Toyota Tundra. Um, how much different did that make you feel going from a 2003 4Runner to a 2022 Toyota Tundra?
Yeah, it was different. Yeah, it was
Don't
nice
lie,
every
don't
time.
lie.
Yeah, but I
Tell
made it with
us.
goals, like once
Yes.
we hit a goal, I'll get this.
Yeah.
And every time I got on the truck, I remember the goal. So it was kind of fun, it keeps me motivated to keep working
Yes.
hard. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And that's the whole point of the upgrade too, is like not just, oh yeah, just like it's cool to have like a nice car or whatever. It's like, no, every time it's like a trigger for me. Every time I get in that car, first of all, me being passenger princess, I'm like, look at all this legroom I have. This is the car. This is the car that we worked our butts off to get. And this is the
Mhm.
reward that we set based on the goal that we met. And we were talking to some of our younger docs too about this. Like, don't just set like your business goals and your quarterly rocks and all that. Set personal goals. Like, hey, when we hit this month, whatever, I'm going to do XYZ. It doesn't have to be buy a brand new truck. It could be like go to this nice dinner, whatever. But like, don't forget to reward yourself because I think we were really bad about that early on. And we didn't really feel like the effects of what we're doing. Because there were a lot of points, me personally, where I'm like, why the hell am I working 80-hour weeks? Like, for what? For what? And I knew the bigger vision and I knew the bigger picture, but finally I'm like, oh my gosh, what's next? Like, what's next if I put in the grind, if I put in the hard work? like, if this is the life that we've upgraded to, what more could we do?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's what excites me the most. So if you want to connect with us more, we love to talk about this kind of stuff. When is the right time to upgrade your life? That's going to all depend, but we'd love to help you through that if that's something you're wanting. So don't forget to connect with us and visit pathtofvictorychiro.com.